Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. If you are new to the page, in 1990 I became involved in the drug gang world. From 92 to '06 I spent a lot of time incarcerated. I tell these stories to let you know it don't have to be you. If you're young and thinking about trying something or you're figuring out how to get out, these are my stories of this lifestyle and how it affected me, and eventually I got out and transformed my life. So let's get into today's story. So on today's video, we're going to talk about being in prison or jail for the holidays and what that's like. So holiday schedule it's a limited program. And what I mean by that is a lot of things aren't going to run like a normal weekday would if it falls on a weekday. It's going to be limited program, a lot less movement, almost going to feel like a weekend. Now, you will probably get some sort of special meal if it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, as we're in the Christmas season right now. I'll focus on that. The meal will be a little bit better than usual. You're going to watch sports, basically. And football is usually the thing on these type of days. It just depends on what's on. Now, you don't have NFL Network and all that other good stuff in there, so you got to get what's on NBC or Fox. There's no YouTube football pass or anything like that. Now, I don't know. Nowadays, I hear there's a bunch of cell phones in there, so I don't know. Maybe they're watching them on Dofu or something. Really not sure. But if you are still watching the video, please give me a like if you like this sort of content. Subscribe to the channel and drop a comment if you've ever been locked up for the holidays, and let me know what that situation was like for you. So I got a story for you guys. I was in San Bernardino County. It was Thanksgiving on this one in particular, and there was a game on, and my Niners weren't doing too well at this time, and we're watching the game. I don't believe it was a Niner game, as they typically don't play on Thanksgiving, but there was this Cowboys guy, and he was just running his mouth. And I love to talk shit about football, but see, the thing is, in there, everything is respect. Now, I felt like he went a little too far, and it ended up being one of those situations where he and I took a trip back to the restroom to handle our dispute, if you will. So we go back there, we get it cracking, and we go a little beyond what we should have, and I guess the rep didn't like it. So we both ended up getting a discipline out of the deal. And San Bernardino County did it kind of strange, in my opinion. Even though it's my home county, some of the things they do there is weird to me. So, I got a discipline coming. This is one of the few I didn't get a whole bunch of disciplines because I'm very respectful, in that atmosphere. Well, in general, but the rep tells me the rules of engagement of a discipline, basically, because, I still new to that system. And what it is, the way they do it there is you can opt for a 2-on-1, and in the 2-on-1, basically you just ball up and take it. You can't return fire, which I thought was just crazy to me. Two guys are going to be beating on me, and I'm going to just stand there and take it. Yeah, not happening. So, or you could do a 3-on-1, and in the 3-on-1, it's fair game. And I think the reason they do that is they want to make sure that their point gets across. Because believe me when I tell you, I've seen more than a few disciplines go the wrong way, and the person that's supposed to be getting disciplined ended up disciplining someone else. And then they got to do it again, and like it just it's a bad look for the organization that's doing it. So I head on in there, and there's three of them, and this is gonna suck basically, but they're all about my size. A couple youngsters and someone that was closer to my age range. I was like mid to late 20s at this point, I want to say. And uh, so they get in there, and I get off first because that's my only chance in this situation. And for a few seconds, it was going pretty well. I'm letting them have it, but 3-on-1 just it's 3-on-1 for a reason. And I took my 23 seconds and we moved on. I was a little bitter with the situation because I didn't think I necessarily did anything wrong, but there's got to be order in there. So it is what it is. The thing with holidays in jail, your collective typically is going to make a spread for everybody that's in good standings. So as long as you are actively doing what you're supposed to be doing, you should be enjoying a meal with your people. That's one of the good things, I guess, that will happen if you're incarcerated on holiday. Now, that isn't always going to happen. There's lockdowns, there's other things that will get in the way of that, but that is something that typically will happen. So, the message of the day is that prison and jail suck on the holidays, and due to hard timing and missing your family and stuff, you're going to get into these types of situations. If this doesn't sound appealing to you, I have some advice for you today on this day before Christmas Eve of 2023. If you're out there using and running the streets, go see your family. If things aren't too well with the family, do your best to mend that situation, because I can guarantee you when you're sitting there locked up, you're going to be wishing that you could have done that. So do your best to go see your family. If you're trying to recover from substance abuse or alcohol abuse, find a meeting to go to, NAAA, whatever. The good thing about those meetings is you can find one any day of the year. There's always a Christmas meeting. There's always a meeting on the holidays, because they're bad days for people using. So no better day than today than to start a new chapter in your life. Remember, family, fitness, and freedom were the keys for me. I got clean on August the 9th of 2005, and I never looked back. You could do the same. When I was deep in my addiction, I was waiting for death to come, but you don't need to do that. So find yourself a meeting, go see your family. Let's do some good things, and don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing.